What's up? What's up? What's up,
What's
everybody?
going on? What's going on?
It's your boy Kool with the one and only,
What's
and this is Straight from Us podcast
going on, people, this
on this
day?
Thursday evening.
Ooh,
What's this? The fourth? I believe it's the fourth.
man, for this to be a leap year, it's going pretty fucking quick.
Oh yeah, shit, all the shit going out quick. First thing I'm gonna throw out there, I am officially a boat owner, so I will be out on the
Congratulations.
lake. All type of lakes and waters. I'm out here. I bullshit you not. Motherfucker be like, where that? I bet you he out on the water. So that's where I'm gonna be. Type shit.
Yep, that most definitely worked.
But one thing before we get to Eyes from the Streets, man, I gotta ask because this is should be part of Eyes from the Streets. I'm surprised you didn't say this last week. What the fuck is up with this Milwaukee versus Minnesota shit, or Minnesota versus Milwaukee?
Man.
Right now, out of all the shits I done seen, Minnesota ain't got no wins.
Man, it's been going bad.
It's bad for Minnesota. And I ain't gonna lie, like I'm not gonna really just totally shit on Minnesota, but the one time I did go, I was mad as a motherfucker. My hotel was over there by the Milwaukee Mall, and I couldn't find
not the Milwaukee Mall.
I mean, not the Milwaukee Mall, the
Mall of America.
Mall of America.
Which that motherfucker huge in a zombie.
But it's the most bullshitest place to go. Like, I don't even see why motherfuckers want to go there.
I was supposed to be going shopping.
You got 7 fucking Foot Lockers in there, and all of them selling the same shit. It ain't like it's an exclusive Foot Locker or exclusive this. You got a huge ass fucking mall for no apparent reason. The only good thing about the mall is the rides. Goddamn, they should have just kept the rides.
I fucked around and spent all my money in Camp Snoopy. I was supposed to be shopping, but like you said, I was on the rides playing the games and shit. When I realized I spent all that money, I was mad at the motherfucker.
Yeah, I'd have been on the rides and shit. Fuck that. Like that was it. And then, like, I went to this Mexican restaurant over there. That shit was trash. The only thing that had something decent was Hooters, believe it or not. Hooters. But all the females looked like they was vampires, bro. Like they had on the same makeup and shit or something. It was like a grayish tint type makeup. Bro, like all them chicks look like, man, all them chicks look like vampires. Like they was gonna get you full off a chicken and then start sucking your blood later.
But that's one of the places that a lot of females do golf. Yeah. A lot of females do golf in that. Like is a lot of golf that goes in the Midwest, but like in Minnesota, that go hard with them.
Rolly the Beast, what's up, nephew? All right, with that being said, I just wanted to throw that one out there because all the Milwaukee female rappers been killing the female rappers from Minnesota, and then whatever that old nigga, I forgot what he was, man. Like, dude, stop. His rap career was shot. That was the most trash I ever seen. Man, throw him in the trunk and we got them guns. I'm like, what the fuck?
He seen the opportunity and tried to seize it. That's all it was.
Man, and he did not. Like they had the videos, all these niggas keep pointing out that they got motherfucking AKs. I mean, okay, everybody got guns. Yeah,
I mean,
no matter where you at, everybody got guns.
Send yourself to prison too.
This motherfucker's called Kill Walking. You don't think we got no guns here?
Man, look.
Niggas shot up shit after our fucking basketball team won the fucking final. You don't think that we don't got no guns here?
What was fucked up is, like I told you when I was down in Texas, when I caught that time, they motherfuckers was like, "You from Milwaukee?" I'm like, "Yeah." They was like, "It's black people in Milwaukee." I'm like, "Why the fuck wouldn't you think it wouldn't be black people in Wisconsin?"
First of all, you had a whole serial killer that ain't nothing but niggas.
Well, it ain't funny. It was fucked up, but like a lot of
do y'all still not know it's niggas here? He ain't nothing but niggas and a fucking mom, dude.
But that's what I told him. I'm like, okay, we an hour away from Chicago. We got Detroit and we got Minnesota. Why wouldn't you think niggas would be?
What else, Str8? How you doing? Thanks for checking in.
But a lot of people down south just, didn't really think it was black folks in Wisconsin.
There's plenty of them here. That's for damn sure.
Hey, I just want to let y'all know, like directly after Eyes from the Streets, I want to bring up something. You already know I always bring up some type of Milwaukee politics. So
yeah.
I'm going to surprise y'all with that. But
all right, well, let me get started because it's we're going to do something different here. It's kind of a little takeover because I got some things on my chest that I want to say. First, I'm going to say that I mean, what can I say? Straight From Us podcast on the 14th is our year anniversary.
Yeah,
We've been doing this for a whole year. And one big thing that I love about Straight From Us, other than it's just brothers doing it, is we all have different opinions and it's still collabed.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
it's one of the situations it is a one situation where that regardless of how things go, we might not all agree, but we do agree
we
on.
Barely ever agree, goddamn it. But
It might be, me and Jay against T, or T, but majority of the time it's probably against
it's
T.
you and Jay against me.
But,
that's what the fuck it is. God damn it.
But
yeah,
and
most of the time,
Rita says you ain't got no chest, nigga.
I ain't got no chest.
She says you ain't got no chest.
Oh, where did that come from?
I have no clue. You said you're gonna get off your chest. I guess that's why she's saying you ain't got no chest. But go ahead.
It's the year and plus of like it keeps us to where like I'm very happy that my brothers decided that I could be a major piece in this situation. I'm thank y'all for that. Like, what they say, you could have chose anybody, but y'all chose me.
Yeah, y'all chose us. Y'all chose to check in, so we definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know how we gonna do our anniversary.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. So, like, okay, it's Oz from the streets, but today I'm gonna call it "You Still a Nigga."
You still a nigga.
You still a nigga. Like the things that I have today, it's gonna all get put together. But it's still, regardless of how high on the totem pole you think you are, you got to remember, as J Money always lets us know, it's really, I'm leaning towards money on this situation.
Mm-hmm.
You got to remember, regardless of the fact, you still a nigga.
Facts.
And let's start with my top one, B Jizzle.
B who?
All my supporters, all rap supporters, to get behind and try to stop what's going on with BG. These people trying to lock BG up for rapping, bro. Say he put an album out with Gucci. Say he's not supposed to put music out. Say he did a concert with me that he was allowed to do by his Vegas officer, bro. Like, they trying to lock this man up for rapping, bro. Say he can't put music. All my supporters, all rap support.
Okay. Yeah. Still ain't going through mine. Sorry about that. Sorry. Go ahead.
Normal black technical difficulties.
But it's one of the situations we're gonna get back to it. So
basically, they trying to lock BG back up because he trying to get out here and make money, and they trying to tell him he can't rap, which don't make no damn sense. If that's how he was making money, that's his job. How you gonna tell him not to work and not to make money?
The thing about that is
that shouldn't be nowhere near going against the grain of his parole.
Yeah, but what they probably using is if one of them are felons, trying to say you can't be around a felon. Mm-hmm. But
hold on one second.
All my supporters, all rap supporters, to get behind and try to stop what's going on with BG. These people trying to lock BG up for rapping, bro. Say he put an album out with Gucci. Say he's not supposed to put music out. Say he did a concert with me that he was allowed to do by his Vegas officer, bro. Like, they trying to lock this man up for rapping, bro. Say he can't put music out on Spotify, app. This gotta stop, bro. We need to fight for our people, bro. This man has passed every drug test, community service. Bro, wrong is wrong, bro. You can't be self-employed and put out music. This man been doing this since 13 years old. He is an artist. He's not somebody who trying to be a rapper.
So it's more to come. But okay, so I mean, it went a little longer, but I understand where Boosie coming from. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the problem is that we don't know what his parole situation was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I just want to throw that out there. Like,
But no, that's where I was getting. That's what I was getting at when I was saying, ain't no secrets. Damn near all of us been on some type of probation or some shit like that. It's stipulations on your probation. So what fucking stipulations can they have in your probation so you cannot go out and perform and make money?
I'm gonna say
if you're not doing drugs, you're not using guns, you're not violating any crime.
The Spotify thing they made up. That was if they saying he violating his parole by being on Spotify, that's not a like infraction.
So I'm gonna add mine onto it. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Remember, and everybody, y'all know how I am. You know, I'm pro-black till I die. They don't want you making money in the first fucking place. It was never made for you to be self-made. Yeah. They never made these. They told me back in 1983, 1984 that rap was a fad. It would be around for 10 years. Niggas right now, bro, is making billions off this shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to tell y'all, like, of course, he get out his stipulation on parole is I don't want you to make money how I want you to make money. Yeah. I want you to want to work at Popeye's Chicken.
Because I understand
work for us somehow, some way.
The being around a felon, that's always been in papers of parole. Yeah. Not being in bars, drinking and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's something that's always been in the probation of parole. Mm-hmm. But rapping, no, they made that up specifically.
What do you rap about?
You rap about what you know, but they still gotta prove it.
But that's the problem. Right now, if they don't want you to make money, then the handcuffs on you is so you can't make money the way you used to make money. What are you popular rapping about? You're popular in the streets rapping about street shit. Yeah. So now what they can do is dig in their playbook, because I keep trying to tell y'all, they're the enemy. We cannot trust our enemy to make our own decisions. Yeah. We can't. So they're the enemy. So what are they going to do? The best way that I can be able to handicap you is by making sure you can't make the money that I know you can make out of this.
Yeah, because they have to go in. I mean, like, they have to go to in front of a judge to be like, Spotify, we're going to make this one of his stipulations. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? Like, but it goes back to, like I said, you know, he's still a nigga, regardless of trying to make it the legit way or bringing other people up. They, like, you know, like I said, going on money with this one, he's still a nigga.
That's it.
Now, so we're gonna move on from BG to my other ones. Now, Money sent me this video about, you know, okay, the Diddy situation is still going hard, but Luke was talking in general. He just was using Diddy as a platform about, so the questions like I came up with listening to Luke was, until Diddy made his own waves, like Luke said he did, was the powers to be honestly gonna out Diddy? So it's one of the situations I'm thinking of, like when Diddy made himself a nuisance and forgot, like Luke was saying, he was talking in general, but he was using the Diddy situation.
Rolly said the diddler, not the diddler.
So Oz, what did he say in there that stood out to you?
Oh, when he was talking about, he flat out said, they put you where they want you to be. And when he decided to sue, it was basically, you a nigga. You going higher than what you think you are.
Oh, what part that got me was when he said, what did your mama used to tell you?
Oh, yeah.
Never
bite the hand that feeds you. Yep. So when it just listening to it, it brought to my attention of like, okay, so if Diddy never bought, like you said, bit the hand to feed him, they wasn't gonna out him. Nope. But it was like, so they had to come up with a plan. They like, okay, we gonna show him how we feel about him. So the people that were screaming just outing Diddy, but wait a minute, they didn't start outing Diddy until the powers that be told them it was cool. Because of one of them there almost definitely there has to be on here first was the big match. Like after his interview, it was the big match that, yeah, everybody kind of outed Diddy on that situation, but it didn't take a spark. But when this person came out and was like, "Oh, I'm just doing it because it's the thing to do," but then found out what he got afterwards. So it's two people. The first one we most definitely finna get into, and the second one is so much an opportunist that it shows why he's all of a sudden wanted to run his mouth because of he's seen an opportunity. So what was he promised himself? So let's start with this one.
All right, so which one you want to talk?
Let's go Cat first.
How much does Cat make per show right now?
Right now, I mean, are we at minimum $150,000? Minimum. It could be $200,000.
That'd be a little more.
Huh?
I thought it'd be a little more than that.
It probably is. I say at minimum. It could be up to 250. Easily could be up to 250.
He's obviously the big headliner right now.
He's the big headliner. He's doing arenas. We talking about like 5 to 10,000 seat theaters. And think about it. Average ticket is what?
$100 maybe? $100?
$50 to $100 every ticket. So if we did $50 to $100 and it holds 5,000, that's what? 500,000. Now you got to at least get half of that.
You know, people like, wow, like Shannon Sharp really got the biggest interview on YouTube. It's like 58 million views. But if you do the math, Cat Williams is really the winner of all, because that one video is what he probably makes in one show.
So, like I said, I'm not saying that what Diddy.
Hold on, what did I just miss? What did Michael Blackson say?
If they put on how much Cat Williams got back after outing Diddy, they put of what he all got from it.
Who?
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams ain't the one who really outed, did he?
No, Cat Williams was the match.
So here's the thing. So I agree with what you're saying, but here's the thing. Cat Williams, what Michael Blackson is saying on there, $150,000 a show, Cat Williams is already kind of getting that. Now, here's the thing. I agree with you. The opportunity in this was he got more shows now. Yeah. Because now he's a hot commodity. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? The same way when Chris Rock got slapped, guess what happened after that?
Yeah, you remember
he upped his price to $300 a ticket. But hold on, the one thing that y'all missing on Cat is Cat produced and set up his own show, so all that capital comes back to him. There's nobody fronting that money.
What I'm saying, until the powers that be told Cat to. It was cool for him to say what, I
don't think so, though. So here's the thing. So I agree with you, but to a certain extent, I don't think the power that B told him anything. I think what ended up happening was he realized, like I said, I agree with you on the opportunity, but I don't think that it was scripted like that. You see what I'm saying? Because Cat don't like T was about to be ready to say. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Are you good?
But Cat, his thing is that he gains the money off of that. So when he's getting the extra shows, guess what? That's not going to them. That's going to him. They don't like that.
Yeah, they don't like that.
They don't like that.
Cat put out all his own specials, everything. That was all Cat. That's why Cat was able to give people money and cash money for coming on shows and just doing shit. Cat is known, like, it's so many people that came out and said Cat did this. So the only reason why, and you got to realize, it wasn't at the fact they gave him the okay to say shit. Cat ain't a part of that. And Cat let it be known I'm not a part of it. Man, they've been trying to motherfucking put Cat down for the longest. Every time you look up, and that's why Cat said they always put me in jail.
Was the devil, what was it? Greatest trick
the devil ever pulled was what?
What was like the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was for people not to believe he exists.
It's convincing the world he didn't exist. So
I agree. How is he convincing that he didn't exist? Because he's out there, man. They showed him getting beat up by a little boy. They just showed him going to jail every time.
That don't make a difference of what
I
show you.
Make a difference. That does make a difference.
What I show you and what's really going on.
Okay, so this is my point. Every person that they put in the spotlight, man, they try to make him look like he's crazy, on drugs, all that type of shit to make him drop.
Not that they put in the spotlight. Every person that they muddy the waters on is the people who they can't control.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's why I agree with you on this one. That I don't think that the powers that be has anything to do with Cat, because Cat is self-made. Yeah. Okay, let me I take that back. Let me rewind it, because I think I got a tidbit of information I don't think a lot of people want to know. The first person that promoted Cat was a guy by the name was Prince Rogers Nelson.
Okay. And Prince.
Prince.
He promoted for him.
Yeah,
that was the first person that. See what I'm saying?
He been letting y'all know how much of a him and Prince, how close him and Prince. Yeah. That's why he sit back and say, "There's not one car that Prince got hands with that I ain't got." But like him and Prince was tight. Yeah. Prince made sure he came on. Prince loved him.
I'm just saying, like, okay,
but Prince put him up on the same game of the same reason why Prince got killed.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the thing about it is suspect on. Okay, right after he did the Sharp Show, he had a whole world tour going on right after that.
He had the world tour going on before the Sharp Show.
But it wasn't announced until then.
No, it was announced before then.
He had it going on. So basically,
he had it going on. It was announced before then.
It was already
I follow all comedy.
And here's the thing, that wasn't his first tour.
No.
It wasn't his first world tour either. Cat has been around the world like several times, bro. Yeah. Like anytime you like this one was World War III. Right?
No, this was Dark War. God damn it, it's the Dark something war. Yeah. At the end of the day, last year, World War III was last year. Yeah. And he started that shit then. He do it every time.
Do it every time, bro. And so
and trust me, he said slowly but surely something's gonna happen.
I'm playing devil's advocate because I understand where you're coming from. Like, how do we know what's behind them? But I agree with T because Cat, the reason why you had all these people, like, they put a camera in his face when he high, you can obviously see the motherfucker high, so everybody, oh man, he on drugs. Then they put a camera in his face when he's playing soccer with the little kids, and the little kid ended up, you know what I'm saying, knocking him down or whatever. He got his ass whooped by the kid. See what I'm saying? Like, you gotta muddy the waters on the motherfucker you can't control. With the Diddy situation was a little different. They muddied the waters.
Diddy was a gatekeeper.
You start but remember when he started to fade out, when they was telling you, hey, man, hey, don't do this, don't sue him, don't do this, don't
like Luke said, but like I said, like Luke said, he went higher. Not saying that whatever he did wasn't fucked up, but it didn't fuck him in the end until he decided that I'm gonna be higher than what y'all talking about.
That's true, but remember his thing though. So when he gave Cassie the 30 mil, he was good.
He's still good.
Remember, now it's the Homeland Security's talking about human trafficking and sex trafficking and shit. They had to build something on it. See what I'm saying? Because we tried to get, hey Cassie, we'll give this money and he gonna give you some money, and now you good. Now you ride off in the sunset. Mm-hmm. And then it turned around. It's like, oh shit, this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? He did that, and it seemed like he's gonna escape this shit. Let's throw some more charges on him. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, remember I said everybody keeps saying that the feds busted him. And I'm watching all this footage.
That was Homeland Security.
It was Homeland Security. That's what I'm trying to say. But our thing is that we don't read the headlines. We don't read. I mean, we only see the headlines. We don't read deeper into it. Why the fuck would the Homeland Security bust them? You know what I'm saying? Like they sent a whole different outfit in them motherfuckers to be able to get this man. Yeah. So it shows you that they're building the case against him.
But if y'all want to know what someone we're talking about, look up the Luke video.
Yeah,
Luke said a lot of like.
I haven't ready for next one. I didn't get a chance.
He most definitely broke a lot of shit down to where Diddy was basically his own downfall. Not saying that he didn't do some fucked up shit, but it didn't, like he's told him, it didn't go that way until he tried to prove that he wasn't in it.
M, what's going on? M, I see you checking in. Thanks for checking in.
All right, now we're gonna go to the big opportunist. He most definitely he called the biggest troll ever, but he most definitely is.
He is now.
He is now.
Before it was the guy with the rainbow. I forgot the guy with the rainbow colored hair.
6ix9ine.
That motherfucker was the biggest troll.
Oh,
I still got to put it out there because Sharita put it out there. At the end of the day, Sharita, Prince is the one who put Cat on, but then Cat kept going because Cat was homeless on the set of Next Friday when he got the part of Money Mike. He put it out there. He was like, me and my family stayed in the West End. He was like, my teeth got knocked out. I got them put back in. I got them fixed. I made enough money to fix my teeth. He paid homage to all the right people that he needed to pay homage to. You know what I'm saying? But in the same token, he exposing what he can expose without getting himself murdered. At the end of the day, you got to remember how close he was with Prince. all the game that Prince gave him. Because we all forgot about the chemtrails. When Prince started talking about the chemtrails, them planes flying through the sky, dropping chemicals over our head that none of us know about, but everybody getting sick.
Yeah. What is it? Well, he's
so
also,
Cat got all that game. Like Cat said, it's a lot of stuff that I know.
We got to remember who Prince was.
50 Cent exposes all the
He was also the one that, so here's the thing. So he had his own shit going. He started being able to put out his own music and shit, put out his own movies and shit. And then the minute that he bucked against the system, he lost his name.
Yeah.
For like 3-4 years.
Yeah. When he was just
Prince
the
was the symbol.
He
was the artist.
He just had the artist. You know what I'm saying? So it showed him that he was just, you know what I'm saying, talent. That was it. So they gave him everything.
Nigga.
Gave him everything.
Yeah. But once again, he gave Cat the game. Always do this shit yourself. So once Prince put him on, Cat got that money, Cat took off running, and he made sure he had all his rights to all his stuff. Period.
Let's talk.
That's how he does business.
Let's hear about the biggest. And one thing that I will give this man, regardless of the fact he an opportunist, but he a business opportunist.
Yeah. Exactly. Hold on. Here we go.
50 Cent exposes all the rappers who took part in Diddy's freak-offs. In a thorough investigation, 50 Cent provides light on Diddy's alleged participation in explicit parties, exposing alarming facts about sexual assault and misbehavior. According to the information provided, several well-known rappers, including Diddy and Jay-Z, are involved in illegal actions. By the way, in our newsletter we just posted, Mary J. Blige exposes Jay-Z and Diddy's involvement in Aaliyah's murder. In the middle of Diddy's several lawsuits, 50 Cent says he's working on a documentary that will support victims of sexual assault by digging deeper into the shocking claims. Click the link in our profile to subscribe to our newsletter and get free access.
Now, with knowing, like, you done seen 50. He ain't doing it just out the kindness of his damn heart. No. Like, he's seeing the opportunity to make some real cash. He's like I said, the man's a complete opportunist, but he didn't go after this whole situation until it came all to light to where, okay, now I can see where I can make some real hard money off this. Let me say I'm an activist and I'm looking out for people's well-being, or nigga, like how all of a sudden you knew everything, but now until it's some money you can get, now you want to say, oh, I've been knew that.
I think that because 50 got the money, I think he's able to expose people. 50 is he's also a media, what I'm saying, mogul too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all they've been doing, Fox News, all these different news channels, is they buy certain evidence and information off of certain people. You know what I'm saying? Albums don't get leaked on their own.
No.
When the album gets leaked, guess what? It's somebody out the studio that's leaking that out. You know what I'm saying? Or leaking those songs, So in this situation, it's like somebody in Diddy camp is like, hey, let me give me some money off the shit here. I'll give you this, this information, or I'll give you this video or something like that.
But that's what they said. That's where somebody supposed to be coming out about the whole Jamie Foxx thing, about what happened with Jamie Foxx, because Jamie Foxx got a lot of footage on the Diddy parties, because Jamie Foxx went in. That's how he started getting on, was going in as being a cameraman.
The thing about it is, like I said, I give 50. When he see an opportunity to make some real cash, he go for it.
It's the ultimate opportunity.
Yeah, but in certain situations, this is a real fucked up situation to, like, don't play. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, now a documentary. Now you want to put this, whatchamacallit, out for people with, sex victims and stuff like that. Not saying it's a bad thing, but don't do it if you really not, if full-heartedly doing it because you want to help somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're just trying to make some money or trying to be, look at me, it make it real fucked up, because you're not like how when people decide they going to feed the homeless. You're not finna get no props because you recorded, oh, I gave this person a sandwich. Nigga, if you really wanted some, some gratification, you'd have gave him that sandwich without making a modal, look
A
at me,
video
look
or
at me.
anything. You don't need to make no video. You just go do it.
You just do it. So you're not getting the props that you should. Oh, that person looks out for people. No, that person looking out for themselves and want all them likes. So that's why they did it the way they did it. So if 50 gonna do it just because let me get some more publicity under my belt, then it'll be more fucked up than him just looking out for people.
Hey M, I see you on the private chat. Got some things to say. Go ahead, take your mic off mute and give us your thoughts and opinions on this. M. Yeah, she there. You just put her up. I'm looking at it. Her mic is just on mute. Okay, she don't want to talk.
She don't want to
talk.
She don't want to talk.
All right. Well, when you want to come on and say something, you can take your mic off mute and come on. But she's been in the back, so there's a couple different chats that folks can chime in on. He's only going to give us bits and pieces. He knows what he's doing. He's a businessman. Everyone is cashing in. Now people want to act like activists.
See?
Then was her thoughts and opinions that she written back here. So, I mean, I don't know. When it's all said and done, the only part that I'm gonna say about it is, at the end of the day, when we get down to stuff like this, it gives us something to talk about. Especially since now it's social media, all of us can get on any type of platform and talk about it. But the first thing we talk about is breaking down our own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If Diddy did it, he wrong. Period.
Yeah. But not saying
I'm not going to break
he,
him down. Do I feel like what Uncle Luke said is right? Yeah, I do. I feel like he sued that company, and that company is spanking his ass right now. You know, like who the fuck you thought you was? Just like Kanye got his ass spanked. Once again, Kanye West got his ass spanked, but Kanye West is doing the same shit that Cat Williams is doing. Cat Williams and Kanye walking on the same path. They're like, I'm self-made, but I'm still gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. Kanye jumped off ship.
I think
at the end of the day,
crazy.
Motherfucker, if you gotta sacrifice your mama, you'd be crazy too.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is how I feel. Cat Williams made itself. Kanye was made.
True.
What I'm saying? Remember, the clothing line, everybody, them Yeezys and stuff like that, all that shit is built on the back of him being married to an influencer.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So the minute that he
and you know what I hate that
path,
I hate that new creation of influencers.
Yeah, I mean,
like it really hit me the other day of influencers. Like they got these people out here that's called influencers. They got influencer houses. Yeah. So in these houses they had these meetings. What can we influence these motherfucking dumbass people on today?
Yeah, so
and get them to do something. But see that's why I stay grounded and I stay hell bent on saying, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? You buy what you want to buy, but I never been a fad following motherfucker. I couldn't follow the fad. You couldn't make me go buy Jordans because you talking about me like, oh, you bum ass broke ass nigga. You ain't got Jordans, or you ain't got Pelly, or you ain't got this. But you know what I do got? God damn it, I got a jet ski. I got a motorcycle. I got a boat. I got toys.
With influencers, is a lot of people. They influence a lot of stuff, not just clothes. They influence.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They influence you on all type of shit.
Or
yeah.
But they've always. I'm gonna say it again. They've always done that.
Yeah.
They study your shopping habits. They study your habits. Period. Yeah. And most people, you know what I'm saying. I gotta take it back to the 5%ers. 5%ers believe that 5% are the poor righteous teachers. They know when they teach. 15%, you know what I'm saying? No, sorry, 10% know and choose not to teach. They hoard the information for themselves. 85 are followers. 85% are followers. That's how it's always been like that. And so because of the people, that 10% that know that you're a follower, they're going to herd you. They're sheep herders. They're the gatekeepers. They're all these people that we're speaking of, the influencers. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that 9 times out of 10, you're going to be born into 100%. And if it's 85% out there, I'm catching a gang of you motherfuckers.
Man, it's one of those situations that, like I said, with 50, now I'm finna say this and get off him, is long as he's doing it for the right reasons. Don't do it because, oh, this is going to make me look good and going to be a complete another tax write-off or like.
He will never do it. It's like saying Donald Trump is selling the shoes to be able to give to the kids.
Man, Donald Trump got that shoe money, ran out of shoes. Now he's selling Bibles. And so now since he's selling Bibles, all this is to go towards that case. He got to pay for this case. They coming at his pockets. And he keep coming out with new shit that all his constituents is going to pay for and buy and bail him out of all them court hearings.
So I do. So I just want to ask this question. I'm going to move on to my other thing. Yeah, I do know what the case is about, right?
Which one?
The case that he's in court for now.
Is that the grab him in the pussy?
No.
Oh.
No. The case is he inflated his earnings and his property, his portfolio.
Something they
to
always
get a loan to be able to get more money as far as to be able to, live off of.
Mm-hmm.
So then they're prosecuting him because he once again inflated his money to borrow money to be able to pay for the fucking case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going to say Trump is the biggest opportunity.
Only the richest of the rich motherfuckers can do that type of shit. That's the reason why I don't know if you guys know about a guy by the name of Todd Christie. He had a TV show and shit like that out there or whatever. Basically called it Christie Knows Best.
Yeah, I seen that.
Was Hogan Knows Best.
Yeah.
But Hulk Hogan fucked up, so I call people niggas, so he lost the show. Anyway, so we go to Todd Christie.
Shit. Mr. Sawyer then kicked in the building. What's happening, Squeaky?
What's
up,
Mr. Lavelle?
So Todd Chrisley is in jail, him and his wife, because they did the exact same shit. Only rich, privileged white people can think about some shit of inflating their assets to get a loan, and then think that these motherfuckers it makes me sleep better at night. Y'all gotta understand, man.
And how they use their granddaughter because she was black.
Yeah, it's hard for me to sleep at night, but just certain shit, it's just gratitude. It's gratification. I have to thank the Lord when shit happens like that. Mm-hmm. I'm just letting y'all know. I thank the Lord. Thank you for showing me that it ain't just niggas that get fucked over.
I say thank you, Jesus.
Even rich white motherfuckers look dumb as fuck.
But it's more of, remember when you still a nigga. Remember that.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So while we talking about still a nigga, we gotta show thanks to the Lord. The Lord always brings you back down to fucking reality. Did he back down to reality? He bringing they ass back. Now you know what I'm saying? It's just how it goes. Life gonna come back around.
I'm gonna throw this one out there for all you black folks, and it goes with what I just said. When everybody like he always going on this rant talking about fuck Jordans, fuck this, fuck that. Yes, I do. There is a video out. Look it up on YouTube. How to sell to a Negro.
Yeah, of course.
It is legitimately a video from back in that time, how to sell to a Negro. Basically, to keep getting y'all to break y'all fucking pockets, to be looking flashy, shiny, cool, everything else. It's a lot of shit that they said in at that time, but the language and the verbiage has changed because we changed it. But they're still on to our verbiage, of course. And they know how to sell y'all the most bullshit ever because I'm hip, I'm cool, I'm this, I'm that because of I got this. I'm wearing this. I bought this. But like in school, they never really taught us how to have a bank account.
No.
How to save your money.
No.
How to build your credit.
Nope.
How to buy your house.
No.
How to own your land. In the state of Wisconsin, you don't own your land.
Not that neither.
Not in any state you own your land.
Any state you own your land unless you're in the Bahamas. So in the Bahamas, you own your land, but here you do not own the land.
You own your land.
You own the property.
You own the property.
You own
your property, but
Mhm.
The minute you step outside of your gate or on that sidewalk, it's not you.
Yeah. Well, no, you own the house, but
No,
that's why
you
you're
still own the
paying
land.
taxes on the land. The land is not your land. The house is your house. Your house is on their land.
So
I done found out this difference because when I was in the Bahamas, they broke that shit down to me. It was they said, man, look, folks over here, and they showed me Oprah House. They showed me Michael Jordan motherfucking mall. That motherfucker, that ain't no goddamn house. That's a fucking mall. And I mean, his fucking guest house is a strip mall. You know what I'm saying? But it sits right there on the ocean. Niggas dolphins swim by and jump and shit.
Smells like tuna every day.
Man, look, motherfucking Tiger Woods. So Michael Jordan is here. Tiger Woods is here. The golf course is right here in the middle of both of their mansions and shit. But Jordan has the mansion out of everybody up and down that whole shore. Anywho, he was explaining to me how all them own that land. So when stuff happen in the U.S., they come there because they own their land. They can build and do whatever the fuck they want to because they own that land.
Right.
He was like, in the U.S., y'all don't own your land, which is true. We don't own our land.
So when they were saying this land is your land, this land is my land, they really meant my land, not yours.
So here's the thing. Remember, when we pay property taxes like that, we pay property taxes to the city because we live in the city limit. But you still own your land. That's the reason why, if you wanted to, like you said, you could pick up your house. You can really move it to any lot because your house is listed as a lot. So it's still, I'm saying, your land or whatever. But because of the fact that you live in the city or something like that, then yeah, you know what I'm saying. Technically, they still own it because you got to pay property taxes on it. But if you wanted to have them dig your house up like that, take it off that lot, and you could move it to Menominee Falls if you want to, and you buy that whole lot. You still end up paying whatever the property taxes is or whatever. I think you know what? I take that back. I think in like Wyoming, all those rural areas or whatever, you still own that land.
Yeah, it's certain places like South, you own your land. So like all my guys that come up here, I got a guy named Str8. Every time he come up here, he like, man, I got this much amount of land in Mississippi. He's like, I got my house. I built the house, but that's what he do. He he can put a whole house together. You know what I'm saying? But you know Str8
like
from the players. But that's all he talk about. All down there, Mississippi, Tennessee, all that shit. They own their land.
Well, straight from us, it's most definitely about to do something new. We about to let Jay Money take us to where he's going to lead us.
So everybody knows I'm political. So I just wanted to play this tidbit of this video, and I want to see, because actually, this is before this referendum passed. So let me play it for y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
We are asking Superintendent Keith Posley one-on-one what the plan is for the money if the vote passes.
CBS 58's AJ Bayatpour sat down with the superintendent, and he also asked how that money will improve results, considering MPS is currently performing worse than most other big city school districts.
When a referendum passed in 2020, MPS officials say it funded classroom upgrades at Escuela View, like new desks and chairs, and it allowed the city's first bilingual school to add another kindergarten teacher.
It helps with achievement because having a lower student-to-teacher ratio allows teachers to spend more time with individual students.
Maintaining what we have, we're trying to maintain.
Superintendent Keith Posley says passing a $252 million referendum in April would keep those gains in place. He insists going to taxpayers is the only option left.
We have gone to Madison. We have talked to politicians. We have done the things that we could do.
Just how desperate MPS is for funding is a subject of debate. Among the 100 biggest school districts in the U.S., Milwaukee is 49th in enrollment, but 30th in spending per student. District officials say what explains that is poverty. Among the 100 biggest districts, only 5 have a higher percentage of students living in poverty than Milwaukee.
We need to do better by all of our students here in Milwaukee. As I said before, we think MPS is an important part of that equation. But it's not clear how they're going to use these additional resources to improve that academic picture.
Colestin Morgan directs the City Forward Collective, which advocates for both public and private schools. He says MPS needs to show a more detailed plan for how it would spend $252 million. For a $150,000 house, the referendum means property taxes would go up by $324. Morgan is among those who want MPS to lay out how the money would lead to better outcomes. These numbers are from the National Assessment of Educational Progress. In 2022, Milwaukee was 20 points worse than the average big city district scores in both fourth grade reading and math, ranking near the bottom of that category.
We haven't seen those numbers move at all, and that's because we haven't had a plan.
Tutoring services, one-on-one type of support with young people. How do you manage and build those safety nets around young people for learning? And so those kinds of things takes dollars.
Milwaukee and other school districts point to state funding that has not kept up with inflation for more than a decade.
So, Rita, you talking about how much Cavalier gets paid? Because we know for a fact him and all the aldermen got a 15% pay increase. So my thing is with these taxes and shit, like, I don't know if anybody ever noticed, and I noticed now because the shit that I'm going through with my son and his schooling. Everybody like MPS got to take kids. Half of the damn near all the MPS schools on the north side, elementary to middle school, are gone. They are extinct. Elementary to middle school are now all charter type schools. So the charter schools is getting the funding. That's who's getting the funding and stuff. But they got the no tolerance policy, so they can kick your ass out of school. So like Jay, with that tidbit that we was posted on here about how they getting our kids ready to be groomed to go to prison and deal with prison life at the age of 4K. Not the age, but the grade.
I'm gonna say like this, but like MPS was fucked up when we was in school, but not this bad. To where like schools are like you said, multiple schools are shutting down.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't going this hard.
So here's what our problem is. So the reason why I bring this to the table is because I need for everybody to understand one thing. I had an uncle that instilled this in me. He said, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. The reason why we have a school to prison pipeline is because we don't fund our schools. The minute that we always keep voting to be able to keep taxes where they are and all the shit like that, guess what our inner city taxes, guess where they're supposed to go to? They're supposed to go to schooling, you know what I'm saying? Different business.
But they don't want us to be schooled. They don't want us to be schooled.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So the reason
like right now, they
like
raising taxes to pay for the Bucks arena, to the Brewers again. This is our second time we paying for the Brewers.
So what you just said, that's my point. How do you raise taxes to fund a losing ass team that ain't won since 1983? And he still ain't won. They ain't won the series at all. The World Series. They went to the World Series and lost.
Yeah, they never won the World Series.
Series. Never won a World Series. But yet we built them a stadium and just voted to give them money for them to make a fucking practice facility. Yeah. You see what I'm trying to say? So all I'm saying is we vote for that. We vote to make sure that the police got funded. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah.
But we gave them more money. So we gave them more money to be able to police us, but we didn't. We just now vote in order for us to be able.
Oh shit! Banana done jumped on. She's like, "Fuck that! I'm tired of just having my comments over there and writing shit. I'm in."
We gonna set the link out if people want to hop in and join the conversation.
Feel free. If you ain't got the link, hit us up. We'll send you the link.
And I'm done. We have to start doing better. When we vote these people in office, when we do it, they have to represent us. We don't make them work for us. We work for them.
So this the whole thing, and this is what Brandon was using in his campaign was, y'all my boss. I work for y'all. So if y'all ask me to do this, I'm out here to do this. But these are the guys that we can't get in because we don't go vote. People don't go vote for the aldermen and stuff. We run to go vote for the president because we think the president gonna make a change.
Just let me know when I can come in, y'all. Not to interrupt. Just let me know when I can come in because I done had it with this man. Okay, just let me know.
You can come in, but turn your phone down a little bit.
Turn the mic down a little bit.
Little bit.
But go ahead. What you got to say? I mean, you already right there. So go ahead and say what you got to say.
Is that better? Is that better, y'all?
Yeah, that's good. It's a lot better.
Okay.
Oh, look who just kicked in. Brandon must have heard us talking about his name. He jumped in too.
Okay,
but
so
go ahead, Richard. You say
the superintendent over MPS, right?
Yeah.
The superintendent over MPS, his annual salary is $258,149. Okay, that was in 22. He just got an increase of $6,000. Y'all trying to tell me this is where this money finna go? It's finna go to our MPS schools? It's not. It's going in his pocket because, like you said, the schools in the inner city are being closed, which gives them a lot of charter schools to open. And when those charter schools open, they are not educating our children the way they need to be educated. So our children are lacking in math, in reading, and everything like that. They're lacking in this. We don't have a lot of teachers that, to fulfill the capacity of children that we have. They have over 35 to 40 students in one class. Okay?
Yep.
There is no way possible that the money that we just voted for is going to MPS. They are still wanting to close a lot of MPS schools, and they MPS doesn't have the right curriculum to even teach our children to put them on where they need to be. And I'm also going to say they always have looked at our children. They always research the children in third grade to see how many prisons they're going to build. Because they go off of what the behavior of the students. So they research them when they're in third grade. That's when they research them. And this is what I've known for years. And that I'm so fed up with MPS. Look.
So hold on. So
I'm gonna calm down. Let me mute myself and calm down. Hold on.
Hold on. I got a question for y'all. Is it the same thing if these charter schools, the same amenities when they try to do all your last chance schools?
Okay, so here's the thing. So let me just. So I'm gonna ask you that, but let me just tell you. The reason why they are charter schools is because it doesn't cost them. All they got to do is just fund it.
Yeah.
And the reason why our kids are underserved is because, like T said, a lot of these teachers, even a lot of the principals like that, they're secondhand. A lot of these, the substitute teachers used to come into your school, shit like that. These are their teachers. So what they did was, in order to be able to underfund the schools, here, AT, you want a school, bro? Go just file for this or whatever, and you good. That's it. You see what I'm saying? So what we got to do, that's all I'm trying to say. If we want this money to go to where it needs to go to, we have to be able to help direct that money to where it's going to.
So hold on. What I was asking was, like, didn't they practice with the alternative schools too back in the day, right? Like, because you remember alternative schools popped up every goddamn where. They was using churches, because I've been to a couple of them. So all the alternative last chance schools of like, okay, if you go here and, getting funded with you being in there and stuff like that, to where if you chill out for a little bit, I'll let you get back to MPS. So is this another round of trying to do where they couldn't do it before?
Alternative schools basically be able to. That was really to separate us. Bad one. I'm gonna say us because I was that motherfucker. Separate us from the kids that they don't learn.
Back then, they wanted the kids to succeed.
Yeah.
Period. Point blank. Nowadays, they don't care if the kids succeed or not.
When they started that,
a lot of them
no
ain't
kids
real
left
teachers.
behind type thing.
No, none of these teachers are real teachers. But I'm not gonna say that about all teachers, because there's a lot of teachers that actually give a fuck. Now, the other bad part about it is a lot of these kids is a product of their environment. Some of these kids is bad as shit. I done sat in these classrooms and I done looked at these kids. Trust me, I want to uppercut a bunch of y'all people kids because they was full of shit and they need to be sitting their ass down and doing what they fuck they're supposed to be doing. Huh?
Yeah, Brandon's still there.
Yeah, Brandon's still there. But when it's all said and done, the charter schools are getting funded. This is the whole thing. They're on attendance. So they make sure everybody's there for attendance. They're going to re-enroll ASAP. That's why my son can't get back in school the rest of this year. There's only 3 months left. Everybody got their funding. Only way I could have got him back in school is if I paid a full tuition, a full fucking tuition, which I'm looking like, why the fuck should I pay a full if he only doing 3 months? You know what I'm saying?
See, when
They
you
wanted me to pay a full tuition. It was all about them getting their funding. That's all it is.
So Brandon, what you got to say upon what we're talking about, bro?
So y'all talking about the referendum, right?
Yeah.
It was bullshit from the start. It wasn't never supposed to go
You need
to.
mute your mic.
It was never. Huh?
No, go ahead.
It was never going into the classrooms in the first place. That was for administrative duties. So
Thank you.
schools were still gonna be closed. That they already planned on closing. The stuff that they said that they wasn't gonna be able to supply kids with, such as physical education classes, music classes, art classes, and stuff like that. So many schools already got rid of that stuff in the first place. It ain't like they was gonna bring it back. Let me see right here. And they don't have no intentions on bringing none of that back. Anything that they gonna close, it was already gonna close in the first place. The money wasn't gonna make a difference.
Okay, so I agree with both of y'all. But now I'm going to let you talk. But look, I just want to comment on that. So here's the thing: it's what we got to start understanding. Jay-Z Wentworth said, "It's my money and I need it now." This is our money. We got to be able to direct where this is going. We can't just sit back and just let them take. You know, when I sit back, you know, I own my house. To you, I mean, I'm pretty sure. You know, what I'm saying, you know, it's a lot of people on here that own their house. We're about to be paying an extra $300-$400 a year on taxes for our houses for this.
Yeah.
We have to inspect what we expect. If we expect for the shit to be used like we supposed, then we need. I agreed with the referendum. I agree, but I also agree with you guys. What you're saying that it's probably what you're saying that it's probably bullshit. I agree. It probably is crash.
Oh shit, little brother crashed and crap
but
popped
we
in.
got to make sure that it's not bullshit. That's all I'm trying to say. I agree with paying money as far as, you know what I'm saying, to educate our kids, and whatever they have going on, we got to inspect it and we got to stop it and have them use the money for what we want to be used for. Because I agree, they're going to funnel this money.
Yeah.
If we don't say funnel this money.
See, who is that talking? What's that young man's name? That's
Jay Money. That's Jay Money. That's all.
Hey, Jay Money, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
I want you good.
Crash,
I
what's
want
going on,
you.
little
I
bro?
would like for you to understand.
What up?
It doesn't matter what we will want the money to go for. They already had plans for the money. It's already going to be done, and the majority of it is going into the superintendent's pocket. I guarantee it. His bonus is almost the same amount as his salary.
And
you understand what I'm saying? And
it's
too much.
Y'all know that
we want our children to be educated.
The reason why white people is funneled to their shit is because they expect what they expect, and it's the same thing that can happen for us. That's all I'm trying to say. Like we voted for this. We have every right to be able to how can I say this? But we can govern the money, you know what I'm saying? Now here's the thing, I'm not gonna say that I'm not oblivious to the fact that I know they're gonna funnel this money. I'm not oblivious to the fact that I know that they have other means that they're going to separate this for. What I'm trying to tell y'all is I can almost guarantee you anything that happens that when it comes to taxes that we're paying for, if we protest and things like that, we can get it directed in better places. Now, will we stop the funneling? No, because Milwaukee, Wisconsin is a fucking cesspool. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not oblivious to the fact that there's a lot of corruption. What I'm saying is that if we sit back and allow them to be able to do this or whatever, and not, you know what I'm saying, regulate it or do something or whatever, and protest certain moves and stuff, then yeah, it's going to get given to whatever the fuck they want to give it to.
It sounds like,
That's when it comes to us. Let me know if I'm too loud, y'all. I will turn it down some more. But that's when it comes to us going to the meetings that they have all the time, because they're public meetings. We all can go in and attend these meetings. And it's sad that, you know, your son is going through something like this, because I'm just gonna go back on something you said early a little while ago, that your son is going through, you know, having not to be in school because, you know, of the money. But the thing about it is, you already gave it to him. You already gave it to him. Now they want you to come out your pocket to give them more. So it will be like, oh, okay, well now he's good. You pay for it. No, You already got the money for them.
Yep.
You already got it, and they do it all the time.
I said that principal knew what the fuck he was
over
doing.
enroll,
When my son out
and
of school at the time,
while they're over enrolling, what they do is they get that money for each kid. So
in October,
however many kids that they enroll for, however many kids supposed to come, the ones that come and the ones that don't come, they still get that funding. Charter schools are not for our children. They really are not. They don't help our children like they're supposed to. I'm telling you, I have seen so many teachers that really, really don't care. It's crazy. I don't understand why our children don't know the 8 parts of speech. Why? Why is it? It's not even being taught. Why is that?
Because
but you want to sit up here and bring in the Common Core, which is very stupid. It just gives you a roundabout way on how to do the math and all that anyway. But some of the children aren't grasping it. This is what I said before. They're not grasping it. And it's sad. And then they're using the money that we voted for their own benefit and not for our children. And I know you want to kick some kids in the tail, because I would too. Because of their behavior. But that always goes back to some things that the children are going through at home. It always goes back to the bear that they have to face or something that they're dealing with. Because after COVID, a lot of children have had mental health issues that the schools do not want to address. Okay, our schools are lacking, and it's sad. It's sad. Our high schools are crap. The majority of our high schools are crap, and I'm not lying.
Hold on, Rita. We're gonna have to let with Crash and Brandon.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Y'all still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's y'all thoughts on the thing? Go ahead.
We're talking about that referendum that just passed with the taxes in the schools.
Yeah.
So I'm for it because, my daughter goes to MPS and I want the teachers to be paid more. I want to make sure that these kids are learning. I mean, the curriculum needs to be updated. It needs to, I want my daughter to learn. But at the same time, I understand that some families can't necessarily afford, it's $200 a year, or it's $200 some dollars a year per 100,000. Some families can't afford that. I know it doesn't seem like a lot of money, but when you penny pinching, it can become a lot of money. So that's where I'm torn, but I want my daughter to have a good education. And right now she's in Milwaukee public school system, and I need it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
That's what I'm trying to say. Ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. We have to make sure that we're preventing our kids from going, from taking the prison, the school to prison pipeline. We have to prevent that. And the only way we can do that is by putting our money where our mouth is. Now, like I said, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be an uphill freaking battle because we've allowed for these people to play in our face so fucking long. You see what I'm trying to say?
Hey, it's been time for a change.
Now that we finally getting it, but yeah, guess what? It's corruption. It's corruption in every fucking thing.
Yeah,
it's corruption,
regardless of the fact.
But we gotta basically, like Sharita said, we have to go
to the meetings.
We have to, even if you can't do it, send somebody that they don't got no goddamn job. Send them up with every door dash.
Make sure you go vote.
Yeah, and that too.
Yeah,
what you
Brandon, whatever you send to Jay, send them a link here. It's many places on here that you can send it to that he can get it. Even if you get it, I give it to him also.
Okay. So it's my turn?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, when a school board director was against the referendum herself and gave many town hall meetings where she broke down the budgets, not only the budget, she broke down the budget all the way to what goes into a classroom per school, per student. And She let me in on. See, when I ran for this office, I was privy to a lot of information that I, me just looking at and trying to decide whether I was going to vote for that referendum. I wouldn't have never known this information. So like I said, the budget is that budget. That 252 million is not going to make it to a school. Period. It's not going to make it past central office. It's not going to upgrade the curriculum. See, the thing about it is 247 million came up missing during COVID when the state of Wisconsin gave the school $1.3 billion. 247 million of that came up missing. They don't know where it's at, or anything. But in order for them to yeah, so here's the thing about that. The money, that 1.3 billion wasn't given to them all at once. It was given in stipend payments. 247 million was a third of it, and that third came up missing, so they don't get the other money unless they were able to recoup what was missing. So in order to recoup it, so they can get the last portion, they put it on the backs of taxpayers. So, in all honesty, we just paid a loan back.
That's fucked up.
So here's the thing. Remember, like I said, we are the taxpayers. So I understand where you're coming from, but what we got to do is, like what you did, you inspected what you asked. I don't know why. But yeah, so we
you can have some
because we're giving them. So because it's coming out of our shit, we gotta be able to regulate it or whatever. If it's going back as a loan, then we need to make them.
So we will never be able to regulate it. Why? Because there's no kind of oversight board where the community is involved. We'll never be able to regulate where they spend it at. They can tell us all day long where it's going and reallocate it somewhere else. We'll never know.
Like the paperwork.
I mean,
exactly.
Always going to do that. All I'm trying to
but the only way. Okay, I get what you're saying, Jay. But the only way we'd be able to do that if there was some kind of oversight board where community members were actually involved. And I'm not saying involved by going to a town hall meeting or something that the school board is throwing, but no, actually sitting there and in the planning of this budget, which won't be allowed. The only way that can get allowed is we come together and voice it to be a new referendum.
I agree, and that's what we do. We're going to give them $250 million. You see what I'm saying? Like so, if we don't stand for something, we fall for anything. We got to stand for this. If this is what we need to do it. But we got to do it though. Like I said, I agree with investing in the kids. Before I agree in investing in more police officers. Before I agree in investing in loser ass goddamn baseball team. I apologize to fans, but I don't agree with it. I agree with the kids. But for what you just said, Brandon, I love what you just said because that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Every trick that Dever ever pulled was convincing the world it didn't exist. So what they did was they duped us into paying their loan. Well, then now let's you know what I'm saying, go back and throw it back in their goddamn face. They play in our face so damn much. And the reason why they're able to do this is because we sit back and we like, hey man, ain't nothing we can do, man. They're gonna do it. Like, no. We are taxpayers. I guarantee you're gonna find something. Matter of fact, you probably go online right now. And if white people find out about this shit, they ain't finna stand for that. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? It's always us. We always the underserved. We always underprivileged. We always the underfunded. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta basically start standing up and making sure that it works for us.
Did somebody else just pop in?
Brandon, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I've heard. I work as a teacher assistant in MPS, right? I've heard the reason why that children were not being suspended anymore because if they did, they would lose funding for that. Is that true?
That's true.
Okay, so is that why it's the continuous thing? Is that why am I echoing?
I have no idea. You're not echoing it over here.
Okay, is that why it's a continuous thing and children are being suspended? Children are being, having any form of discipline besides in-school detention because of that reason? Because if that's the fact, a lot of those schools shouldn't have been closed anyway.
So it is. That's why they have those mandatory days that kids have to be in school so they can be counted.
There it is, right there.
That's where the money come in, right? And
Yep.
they add in all the money. So if they get over the 98 percentile or 100%, that's where the most of the money goes.
Right.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I knew what I was talking
So
about.
that's why also you can see back in October they count. In October they count. I think in January they count. It's like they count 3 to 4 times a year.
Yes, and it's before state testing.
Right. So you will hear your kid can go all year long. Well, not all year, but they can go 2 months without coming to school. But all of a sudden, on this one day, they have to be in school.
Yep, it's mandatory.
Yep. Because that's when they get counted.
Yeah, they get counted.
And it does happen three times in a school period. And it's always right before the state testing.
Yeah, and you have numbers. You got 100% attendance for that day that they count. But then test scores for students that they counted, 14% read at their grade level.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Below that grade level, or are extremely below that grade level. Some of them are on 3rd grade. Some of them are on 1st and 4th. And there you have great students.
And then you got
getting ready for high school. So
you got people who graduated who can't even read their diploma. But they graduated.
Yep.
What year did they start that?
That I don't remember. But that was all involved in state funding.
My thing is like they always gonna find a way to cut shit. That's what they do. So that's the reason why you got 3 schools in North Division, 3 schools in this, 2 schools in Marshall. Like it's just they're gonna always find a way of being able to cut funding. So in this situation, I think we got to give it back to them. We got to make sure that they understand. So much shit gets under the rug and stuff.
Well,
I'm not saying we can't do anything. I'm just saying we need to be smart. I agree with Brad. Like my grandkids, his daughter.
I have 4 children in MPS, and I took more interest in the background of what MPS was doing because I started getting more insight from them. Where one day I pulled my children, some of their friends in the living room, and had a listening session, talking to them, hearing stuff that's going on in their schools, and it's ridiculous. I got mad because I'm like, you asking for $252 million from taxpayers, and the money that you were already given, that you said you was going to improve the school buildings. I got 4 students at 4 different schools and telling me that none of them got air in the summer.
Yeah, you
and the heat barely working.
Yeah, you remember that when they had to, the kids couldn't go to school because they said the heat wasn't enough to
Come here.
keep them warm.
Come here.
Them days where
give me 1 second. Give me. I'm gonna let somebody say it. that's in MPS. Come here. Just say what you just said. Were you talking about? You said about the heat and the air.
It don't no air work at all in the summer. No air work at all in school in summer. The school building be hot, and then in the winter, the heat barely works. It only works for like few days.
And what about y'all lunch?
It's nasty.
What about y'all school books?
We barely got school books, and then they tear up easily.
Okay. Oh wait. One more question. How much time do your teachers teach in the classroom?
An hour and 40 minutes, I think, or 45 minutes. Hour and 45.
Out of that time, how much is it that they actually teaching out of their books?
A few minutes.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
So that's from an MPS student.
Yeah. The pipeline.
So when I got 20 of them in a room and was asking them all the same kind of questions, and they all had similar stories, then it made me mad, and I said I'm not voting for that referendum no matter what.
So I have a question. I missed part of this. So I don't know if this was brought up.
Is it echo? Is somebody mic?
Is that me echoing?
Yeah, that's you echoing.
What do? I put headphones in.
There you go. You good.
Okay. So I kind of want to change direction. I thought you were going to go a different direction with what you were saying. It's the support for the teachers and support for the students. My daughter's teacher, I think she's a great teacher. I think she is pretty good with the kids. But my daughter comes home and tells me, the kids were being bad. They made my teacher cry. And every day, this teacher is crying. And I know these kids nowadays are bad. I know it. And I'm pretty sure we were bad when we were kids.
We were bad, but this is another level of bad, bro.
We were bad. They're disrespectful.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I'm saying. Very disrespectful.
But you remember when they put the discipline in school up here? Like they had, and one day I had to take home to my mama a note saying they gave my teacher the right to discipline me in class.
And I don't know if that's the answer. But what I'm saying is, I think both sides need support. The kids need discipline, and the teachers, they need mental support, and they need training to be able to deal with this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Well, they don't know how to deal with it.
Well, Crash, this is another thing I saw too. In the 4th district of MPS, which covers most of the black schools, the percentage of teacher there's like 37 to 40 students per teacher. And none of the schools that are full capacity as far as teaching. So when you tell me as MPS that, you want to hire more teachers for the arts, what about hiring another teacher to teach English? What about hiring another teacher to teach math, civics? And that's the thing. They focused on the wrong thing, and we as taxpayers ate it up. Because, not me, but the majority of us, ate that up. And
it's unfortunate because they politics, they market it to us.
Exactly.
And we don't got time to investigate. A lot of people. I'm not saying, some people do. And we can only go with what we hear. And it's unfortunate. If we took things more serious, a lot of people don't get to talk to their kids or they don't talk to their kids and say, how was your day at school? Oh, well, yesterday you said the kids was fighting. Ain't nobody do nothing about it. This kid's back in class. What's going on? And even if you do, it ain't much the teachers can do.
You know what, Craig? I'm gonna speak on that just for like a hot second because once again, this is something my son just went through at the choice school. Uh,
Hmm.
uh, they're just trying to push the bullies of the school out. They're overlooking the bullies. Once again, Jay, do you still got that prison to from school to prison pipeline thing that we had up here posted? And on that same thing, it has the first paragraph is from prison to school pipeline. The second paragraph is turning a blind eye to bullying. So my son had to sit out of school for the rest of the year because he was defending himself against two bullies in the school that just so happened to corner him in the bathroom. They just so happened, and I'm talking to one of the principals about this shit. I said, my oldest son just said he feel like he being set up. It looks like my youngest son got set up because the one little kid just so happened to be in the bathroom same time my son was in the bathroom. And then all of a sudden his older cousin from the 8th grade coming to the bathroom too. Come on now, man. Something ain't right.
Right.
But my son was the aggressor because the 8th grader slammed him to the floor. Because my son wasn't trying to fight his little cousin. So the older cousin slammed my son to the floor. And then my younger son came up and did what he was supposed to do. Punched him in the face quite a few times. So now he looked like the aggressor. And now we're no tolerance policy schools. So since we're no tolerance policy, your son is out of school. But what about the other two motherfuckers that started this shit?
And you
Once
know what?
again,
So this is where my question lies because we have this at my job. It's a like you said, no tolerance policy. You can't defend yourself. So you're assuming liability for my safety.
yeah. And I was
So
saying that about my son because if my son would have laid on the ground after he got slammed on the ground and got kicked in the face or something to that nature, then what?
so does it take somebody suing these schools for $250 million for them to understand that that's not how it works?
Probably so.
Exactly.
Is that
And
for,
that's probably what it's gonna take.
what's up now? Is that for all schools or just charter schools?
Charter schools.
Charter schools.
Mm-hmm.
Because
NPS still take you in. It's just charter schools.
I asked that at my job whenever they talk about this policy. Okay, that's perfectly fine. But a guy at my job, this actually happened where another guy punched him in the face. He didn't do anything, and he went and told the supervisor, and the guy was fired. Dude's face all blacked up, nose all messed up, and me to the guy, hey, if I was you, I'd go see a doctor, and I'd be hollering at these folks about a bill because you got nothing out of that, and it's not to get anything out of it. But if this man would have pummeled you or beat you halfway to death, then what?
Yeah.
It don't make no sense. I get the policy. You don't want fighting. You don't want violence. I understand that 100%.
Okay.
But
protecting ourselves is another thing, though.
So
exactly.
Since we got people on the panel, where was we going before NPS really took over straight from us?
The question is, normally Eyes from the Street always take over. We don't even have the original podcast that we're supposed to have that conversation because we too busy talking about all the shit from the streets and then we just carry on. So that's how this particular conversation carried on because Jay pulled this in. So technically, this became the topic of the podcast today. And I mean, we've been going in on it. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's fact behind orders, because at the end of the day, our kids being taught the way they should be taught, I don't think so.
No, they just.
But we never got taught the way we should have been taught. Because once again, like I said, we never got taught how to have a bank account. We got never taught how to build credit. The stuff that it takes to survive in life, you don't learn that in school. Social studies and history, to me, is the exact same fucking class. You learning about people that did criminal shit. Columbus didn't discover fucking Milwaukee. I mean, discover the United States.
He took these people's shit.
Yeah, he took it. But we learned about this motherfucker, and we supposed to be happy on his day. Like, no, this is bullshit.
It ain't funny, but it's real fucked up. Like, cause when you saying that earlier before we started the podcast, me and Money was talking about how the Mexicans taking Texas back without a shot, and how they played them with what they gave them was some not even enough diamonds to feed people, and took a whole.
But the whole thing, man, that the knowledge is power, and they say that for a reason because they take the knowledge that they give you and use it to dumb you down and make you believe in certain shit. So as you get older, when you hear the truth, you argue like that ain't the truth. I learned this in school,
or they
but
like
you
they
got
say,
taught falsehood. That's the reason why I ain't the first one in church, because at the end of the day, the Bible was being written. So with the Bible being written, at the end of the day, they showed it in
please don't
the
take a
book of
stand.
Eli. They showed it in the book of Eli how this dude lost everything in his life trying to hunt down this Bible just to have power, but he already had all the fucking power. He had all the power. He ran that city. He had people buying water.
But he
You know what I'm
knew
saying?
he knew that what he say, religion is the most ultimate weapon.
Yeah.
Is the thing about it is it's always been that way. More people have been killed over religion than any war.
It was Israel and Palestine.
Like,
Right now.
it's just religion. Like I said, religion is a motherfucker. Like it's one of the situations of where he say it gets into the people's soul. It's not just a mind thing. It takes over to where you convince these people to believe this, and they'll try to walk through fire because
They will die for their God.
Yeah, like religion is just
Well, shit, it's a bunch of motherfuckers blew themselves up for
Please
Allah,
don't
thinking that when they got
hate
to
on
where they was
religion.
going to, they was gonna have 10 virgins
10
sitting there waiting
virgins.
on them.
Why would you want
72.
a virgin anyway?
Sorry, man, it's 40.
40,
It's 72.
72?
72.
But why would you
That's
want
a
a
lot of goddamn-
virgin?
That's a lot of goddamn virgins.
Yeah,
Come
why
on,
would you
man.
want a
Gotta
virgin? That
40.
don't sound fun.
Just to release
Because she's fresh.
The virgin is supposed to be just like that first hit of crack.
Oh,
Something that you would never get again.
but you don't
No,
want it.
I definitely, my second, third, and fourth hit of crack is way better than the first.
Whoa.
Just joking. Just joking.
Hey, I like what you said. I was like, wait, hold on. Like, what the fuck?
But you get what I'm saying.
I already know what he was talking
times
about.
did you
He was
have to
talking
hit
about
the
them
crack?
pussy lip cracks. That's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
It's over. I knew what he was talking about.
Wait, I got something on my face? I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
But like you're saying, with religion, it's always been the most dangerous. Like with religion, you don't need a gun. You don't need a gun to take over with religion. Like
You just need that book.
Yeah.
And know how to
What is
Low
pronounce
key,
the verbiage.
you don't even need a book. You don't even need a book. Look at the Scientology. You just there's so many religions. If you Google religions around me, there's so many different churches and synagogues and of all different made up religions. You know, and it's
Don't bring up
you don't have.
that's actually from that the religion derived from a damn book.
Okay. See, I'm not knowledgeable in that.
Remember L. Ron Hubbard wrote a book and pretty much Scientology based off of that book.
We got Sharita here. What do you got to say about religion?
I don't think Sharita up in here.
No,
No, oh no, she in there. Yep.
Yes, I am. I'm still in here. I'm just waiting on y'all to finish.
See, now you didn't mess it up.
I feel
I'm gonna go get the popcorn shit.
that my God
Water,
is real, regardless of what anybody has to say about religion. I feel that my God is real. Okay, I know that there are some scriptures that are missing out the Bible. But that is not going to take me away from getting to know Him, from getting to develop a relationship with Him, and to keep Him in my life as well as my children. Now, if they get older and they try to stray, okay, but you know what? They're gonna know the way back home. Because at the end of the day, I don't care if you are atheist, you say you don't believe in a religion, a Muslim, whatever. Everybody's gonna call on the name of God when they're in need. They're not gonna say, "Oh, what's his name? Farrakhan, Allah." They're not gonna say that. Buddha. They're gonna say, "Oh God, help me." That's who they're gonna say. So at the end of the day, our God is our God, and it's only one. You better look. Just read Luke. If y'all really want to know something, read the chapter of Luke, the whole chapter. And I'm not talking about half.
I grew up in the
Don't
church.
play with me.
I believe in
Don't
God.
do
I
it.
believe, you know what I'm saying, I just think that when it comes down to it, we have to be able to understand what religion is about. Religion is about walking a righteous path. That's
There you
whether
go.
it's
Right
Buddha,
there.
whether it's Allah, whether it's whatever you call your God. You got to understand that there is a higher power, there's a higher being, and then basically, you know what I'm saying, the Jamaicans call him Jah. You know what I'm saying? The Muslims call him you know what I'm saying, Allah. Asian call him Buddha. You know what I'm saying? You got it's the God that you pray to. So I agree with you. We all it's all about what your God is. I agree.
But
It's
when
not
I
just
said
about
what
religion,
I
it's
said,
also
really,
about a relationship with him.
You
You
echo.
have to have a relationship with God. It's not just about religion. It's the relationship that you have to have. Is that me echoing?
man, they didn't got squeaky on this motherfucker.
The thing about with
Can somebody mute that mic?
Yep. There we go.
There we go. With the whole thing about like,
I think what it is, somebody, if y'all watching the podcast and on it on a different thing, I think that's where a lot of the echoing is actually coming from.
is I'm gonna say like, okay, when I read some of the Bible, not all of it, but some of it. You know, is one of the situations with religion. I believe is okay. They got a scripture in there where they what they call it when they was all trying to make not a pyramid, a tower to heaven.
Babylon.
Babylon was all trying to make a tower to heaven. So for God to stop them from doing that, he destroyed the tower and separate their speech. So this person can't talk to this person can't talk to this person because he didn't want them to try it again. So if that's true, what religion is the right way? Because if I can't teach you Christianity and you can't teach me Buddhism because we don't understand each other, do you think God only made one path to the direction that you want to go?
I think
It's built in your essence.
It depends on what your relationship is with your God.
Yeah.
But all I'm trying to say is that I believe that, you know what I'm saying, that there's a higher power. Of course, you have to be able to walk, you know what I'm saying, that path with whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever your path is, whether it's any of that thing, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you still have to be able to have a vessel, you know what I'm saying, to be able to get to where you
Because you got to think about it. Is one of the situations brass tacks of being African American. We never gonna ever know who our God was before we came here.
But at the end of the day, when you sit back and think about it,
but even like you said, even in Jamaica, they got difference. The spider god. You know, people got different gods and different players. Like before with Greek mythology, so it was different gods for everything. For being fertile, for war, for it was so many. It's so many teachings of different things. Of like, yes, you got to have in yourself of your belief, but it's one question I always wanted to know of which way do supposed to be the right way if all these different gods have been going to where they like name Zeus, theirs was named Apollo or something like that.
So what I would say is this right here is how they control and divide us.
Okay.
Because one person will come in and say, well, I can show you this, I can teach you this, follow me. I'll show you the way. Don't listen to them over there.
Because that's what basically, you know, like I said, not trying to downgrade religion, but that's what it always ends up turning to.
And then it can get so bad that we can start a war. You know what? These people don't believe. They're sinners. They're whatever, you want to call them. Kill them. Or die for your God. You know, and that's what these leaders of these groups do.
Because the thing about it, like
all on the same path.
Yeah, to where the Asians, they got a money god that they pray to. Like they say, reason they couldn't take Christianity because they couldn't take a slaying God. Like it's like he said, it always gonna keep everybody separated. That's one thing religion is going to do. Because of I was told when I was younger, David was the righteous motherfucker. Then when I got older and read the Bible, he was out of line. He sent the man to his death because he got his right prison. He stole from the church. But the church told me when I was a kid, he fought giants. He was the righteous man.
Well, that's why you got to realize what the first 3 letters of history is. His story.
The winner writes.
That's why you that's why you read and know for yourself. Because a lot of people can tell you anything about the Bible. They can tell you anything. But when you read it and know it for yourself, let me know if I'm lying, y'all. When you read and know it for yourself, you do a whole lot better. Because people can tell you a dream. They'll make you think the moon is cheese.
Until I read it myself, I thought it was only 12 apostles. It wasn't. It was 13. Because the thing about it is, Jesus never denounced Judas. When dude cut Judas' ear off for pointing Jesus out, Jesus picked it back up, put it back on his head, and told him to leave him alone.
All right, I'm officially kicking myself.
I'm sorry.
So we not talking about the schools no more?
Oh, you left for that.
We got to talk about hood news.
We went from schools to God and Jesus and everything. The only thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it at this, because I'm a comic motherfucker. At the end of the day, Eddie Griffin said it the best to me. It's born in your essence. When you born, you know not to slap your mama because that's wrong. There's a lot of stuff that's born in your essence. You know, at the end of the day, it's a higher power with a higher being. Now, when I say what I say, when I say I'm not the first one in church or anything else, because I'm not going to go in front of these little false prophets out here that's really just trying to get in my pockets. I got enough people trying to get in my pockets in my household. That's my kids. So I don't need to go to somebody else's church that want to get in my pockets, that's living mega millionaire lifestyles and shit with jets and built houses in River Hills with underground heated parking and everything else, but our community is struggling because the church is supposed to get back. No, I'm talking about shit. Daryl Hines, Daryl Hines, right here, right now. I mean, it's so many preachers and pastors you can talk about, but you got a lot of people sitting up under a bridge right now. That these churches making all these mega millions, man. Half of them scratches you throwing away, you can go take down there up under them bridge, and people gonna love that and appreciate you for doing that. But you can't do that because you know your birthday coming up, and your wife gonna take $1,000 collection and expect the rest of the church to follow that. We ain't fucking with this nigga. That's your job. You give him $1,000 some head and a smack on the ass, and hey, everything should be all right, I guess. But no, I mean when it's all said and done, that's just my outlook on it. Because at the end of the day, I know my body is my church, my temple. I pay my offerings to you.
The thing about what you're saying with me is true, because it's
Crash that face up.
You would get more praying in the closet than you would get. You know, it's said in the Bible, you get more praying in the closet than you would out in public. Like you don't supposed to be all out in public. Right. Oh my God, God
damn it! This is straight from us, and we finna switch this goddamn
Okay, go ahead, switch it.
I didn't
because the pastors do more in the closet.
I want to say something first.
Okay, wait. Let's squeak a little bit.
What up, Laval?
What up? Now, everybody up here talk about God and identifying God and all this, but let me make sure y'all understand this. The 3 major religions that's fighting all worship the same God. They are all the Abrahamic religions. So they are actually killing the descendants spiritually of the same God, the God of Abraham. So ain't no Buddhists and everybody else running around doing all this chopping up and stuff. It's because of the same thing like any other thing. It's groups of men trying to prove that, oh, God favors us more. When God don't need nobody to fight for him.
Nope.
Yeah. That's definitely true.
Not even what he's there for.
It's one, I'm gonna say, like I said, and they did, like T was talking about with the book of Eli. That was so spot on of what the human heart got to where, like he said, old boy had it all in fucked up times. But he knew if he had that ultimate weapon, would nobody denounce what he was talking about.
But that's the problem. So you're going after the wrong thing. That means that you're miserable in the first damn place.
Man, why you think became preachers?
To be able to have it all and still quest after the one thing you don't have, it's just that's religion. You know what I'm saying? We're not religion.
That's human nature.
Yeah, it's human nature, but it's also that's sin. That's, you know what I'm saying? It's basically, you know, bad in itself. You know what I'm saying? You're
True.
supposed to be happy with yourself. You know, whatever you build is what you build. You know, but he built it all. It's almost like Nimrod and Babylon, like you were speaking of.
Man, Jay-Z is
Nimrod
God
built
too.
it all.
Listen, this is most definitely off topic. But another dangerous thing, just like religion, is pussy.
Yeah, sex. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's the one. That's the next most killer ever in life.
Yeah, I agree too.
Got a lot of motherfuckers.
Like even talking about religion, pussy is so good that it made Adam say, "Fuck God."
Your IQ's down just a few. Your IQ's went up. You feeling
There's
that?
like-
Step back from the mic.
That's because sex is some people's religion.
True.
They get dressed up. They got a certain day of the week that they go, and they drop their ties to them bartenders.
First Friday.
Ladies' night.
On Water and Brady Street.
Hey, don't bring Brady into this. Brady ain't do nothing to nobody.
What JC say? Fly the PUSFY. Why you think niggas dress fly?
Type shit. That's true.
Heaven and costs $1,000.
But Pussy ain't got a lot of motherfuckers putting grades when I say that shit because when you get them phone calls and motherfuckers go running, knowing you should have stayed your ass at home. Now you sitting in the city telling stories to some other nigga or some other nigga still telling stories about you. I mean,
Yeah. Or you sitting in the emergency room because you know you can't come in the house at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Shit, type shit. Yeah, iron skillet, one of the gas iron skillets and shit. Man, look.
Nah, baby, I had an emergency last night.
Oh no. This is
I'm down with y'all.
Hey, I'll be at the ER like, can I just get the bracelet? I don't even need.
Like it was this one when this one told me something that was funny, but it was fucked up. When he was like God, he said, what'd he say? He was like, God must have been a virgin. I'm like, why you say that? Because he said if he'd have known pussy was this good, he wouldn't have gave it to us.
See, that's the problem. God knows it's gonna fuck y'all motherfuckers the fuck up.
I was like,
it's temptation.
That was black.
Temptation. I was gonna say it really ain't the pussy, it's a temptation. Because every time you go try to get pussy, you playing craps, you rolling the dice. You don't know if that shit good or not. You don't know if that.
You don't know what it's gonna do to you. You don't know you can get STD, you can have kids. How many times you done went and did it, and then you be like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. This girl crazy. Now I gotta get her mouth for the next 3 weeks.
I was gonna say the crazy motherfucking females and shit.
Now you trying to mix Plan B and applesauce? It's crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna ask this question. Is all this pussy really that good, or do niggas be trying to show off for other niggas? Speaking of the
no, it be good.
Oh, it's good.
No, sometimes it be good. Sometimes it be good.
But you can when you got the skills, you can work with some pussy. You can
work with crazy chicks do have some of the better pussy. I don't know why the crazy.
It's a defense mechanism. They got to.
Nah, hey, check this out. Nah, nigga, that's your heart rate going up because you scared she might cut you.
Hey, ask yourselves this though. If you don't think that pussy is good, ask yourself this. Have you ever been with a chick that in your eyes is like a 5 or a 4? And you doing it and you like, damn, this is amazing. And you be like, all right, whatever. That was just I was drunk, whatever. A few weeks later, you could be with another chick or chilling at the crib. And you be like, damn, I wonder what that 4 doing. Let me go ahead and hit that 4 up.
I'm talking about a rank.
Hey, but you know it's true because you be like, you could call anybody else. You can go to the club, you can go up, but you be like, let me see what the 4 doing.
Nah,
hey, baby, what you doing?
I can't
Y'all
agree.
lying. You're lying.
No, because the 4 is the one who will answer the phone quicker.
Oh,
yep.
Well, yeah.
The 4 is the one that's gonna be like, hey.
I cooked.
You know what I'm saying? Hold up. You know what? That 4 is the one that you don't give enough credit to. That, you know, like we had this debate. Women think they're the better cheaters because niggas, we sit back and shut the fuck up. While you talking to your man, we ain't finna say shit. We ain't finna knock nothing off the dresser, none of that shit. We finna sit there and as soon as you get done, Or sometimes I ain't gonna lie, niggas, we are us. We'll slide in. Why you talking? But we just gonna soft stroke and keep it wet and ready to go, so you can still be in the mood. And now you're gonna get off the phone faster.
But
That's what niggas do.
I think when
Females
niggas,
don't do that shit, but them fours do. Them
Yeah.
fours do. Because them fours want you to come back.
but I think when niggas get
They
it
know
put
they ain't
on,
no damn
niggas
trophies.
do more pillow talking than anything. Like
With who?
with when niggas get whipped, they do more pillow talking than anything. So it's like of course they gonna give up more information.
Why do you think they be?
What you talking about? Why we talking about information? I got lost on this one.
No,
Why we talking about
we
giving
still
out
talking
information?
about the same thing about like how you feel that men cheat better than women, but I think our downfall with men it be the nigga because now you done got
It
this
ain't no
pussy.
downfall in that.
No, what I'm saying, okay, this is what I'm saying.
Women winning because niggas don't say shit. Niggas ain't finna fuck up their pussy or their head. They finna get up that time. That's the only reason why. Otherwise, women is not better. Because women do the same dumb ass shit that niggas do. That's fact.
All the damn time.
That's fact.
So
motherfuckers get women like they do cheating. You didn't think when you were sitting there looking at her.
I'm not gonna let y'all
You
come
know
in
what
here
I'm
and
saying?
just bash
Oh,
people.
what you say? Sure, you echo.
I said I'm not gonna let you sit here and bash women. I'm not gonna let that
We ain't
happen.
bashing. Hold on. Wait. We are not. We are
Okay,
not.
no, half the time y'all saying we slick, right? Y'all saying we slick, but we tell on ourselves.
I'm not. I'm not saying that
That's
y'all
not what you're
slick.
saying.
I'm not saying that y'all tell on yourself. I'm saying when y'all sitting there with the nigga knowing you the side, but you with that dude, you make it your point, knowing that he on the phone with his chick to make some type of noise, to make that chick antennas go up, and be like, who the hell you got over there? Where you at? What's this? Is that other? Where niggas don't do that.
Me, I'm just gonna say on my part.
Hold on a second, Banana. I got something to say to you.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Y'all is slick.
Before you speak, let me get this out real quick. I got you, Bernadette, before you speak. Okay, I got you. Hold on. So it depends on the type of woman you dealing with. Okay.
Agreed.
If you knowing this out the gate and you knowing this how it is, stay in your spot, stay in your lane. Because I'm not if I know what the game is and I already agreed to it and this is what I'm settling for, I ain't finna say nothing. I'm finna let you do you. If that's what we doing, that's what we doing. I ain't got nothing else to say about it. Because you brought it to my attention before we even came in. You know what I'm saying? So if niggas is real like that, be real like that. If you ain't, don't chop it. Don't chop it. If you come to me like that, okay, cool. Don't say nothing or don't act this way when this and this and this happened because this was our agreement before entering in. Now, if you get in your chest and feel some type of way, then you need to change your mode because that ain't how you feeling because you ain't that froggy nigga. And that's really what it is. Go ahead, Brandon.
Women is slick. They slicker than a can of oil. They ain't as slick as they think they is, but a woman will go to her grave smiling, knowing she was cheating on you all her life.
I'm gonna,
That shit bigger than you.
I'm gonna say how I was raised and what I believe. Pussy is power, dick is dominant.
Wait, what?
Pussy is power, but dick is dominant. Like pussy is. I'm gonna say. You saying how women are quicker than men. In certain things.
No, we are.
That's not what I said.
I'll be back, y'all.
All right.
I mute your mic.
All right.
There we go.
Go ahead.
Okay. We saying women think they slicker than what they is. What you were saying is nothing slick to a can of oil. But I'm gonna say like a lot of these women, well, we gonna hold up. Everybody on here is over the 30 and up club, right?
Yeah.
So we gonna talk about our age women, not these women, not these these females nowadays. Hell no. We gonna talk about what we grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So women probably do plan out more than what a dude might do because of at the end of the day, it was like, I'm gonna say dudes wanted sex more or showed it more than women.
But women want sex just as much as dudes do.
Yeah, but they knew how to. I'm gonna say they knew how to mask, knew how to make it seem like it was your idea. You know, the little wrestling thing you did with your significant other or baby mama when she was mad, and okay, let me stick this in. Quit playing and all that extracurricular shit. When actuality, she wanted it as bad as you do, but made it seem like
Oh yeah, that
you was
wrestling match where she's saying stop,
Yeah,
stop.
so-
We ain't doing this, but stop, stop. Hold on, let me move my leg this way.
Oh my goodness.
Stop.
Did you do that? Because she showed most definitely said, "Oh my goodness!" Like you know what that was.
Been down that street.
No, I never. No, I don't do that.
You niggas
If
had to
I'm
wrestle
gonna
for
tell
the
you like
pussy.
this, a lot of people look. I'm gonna tell you like this. If you what I want,
that nigga start rapping. Hey, nigga, I didn't wrestle for the pussy.
I'm gonna say this. If I want you, I'm gonna get you.
Oh shit, that's that nigga.
That's it. I'm not gonna run no game on you. I'm not gonna do none of that. That's what it is. I'm not gonna be sneaky about it. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. But you have to be understanding to know that I'm telling you the truth when I'm talking to you. And Brandon, stop rolling your eyes.
I'm sitting up here like, are you done?
No, I'm not. Because you want to bring and say that all women are sneaky, right?
Y'all are.
Women are sneaky. No, all of us aren't. Because I can keep it a buck with you. But can you keep it a buck with me? Y'all don't like hearing the truth. Y'all don't.
Yes, we do. You speaking to the truth.
Some do. Some do. Let me say some, because I'm not going to say, I'm not going to put all men in the same category. I don't want all women in the same category.
Okay.
I'm going to speak and say this.
Agreed.
Some men cannot handle the truth. When the truth is in your face,
Wait,
you don't
you know,
like it.
you know
You
what?
don't like it because
I will
can sit up
say,
here and tell you the truth. You still ain't gonna believe me. Why? Because it's what you're feeling. It all goes back to what you've been dealing with in your past. It all goes back to those relationships that you had, which means that you never healed in the first place.
okay, well, I'll say
You
this.
bring it back.
Wait, I'm gonna say this. Women, go ahead. Go ahead.
Banana, can I ask you this question?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a personal question because that statement that you said that was real aggressive. That's some down south, because down south women is the most aggressive women. I ain't gonna lie. They come and be like, hey, I see you, I like you, and I want you. That's what you sounded. So you be out here pegging niggas.
Whoa.
I'm curious.
Could have stole it from the Boondocks.
Do I do what?
Are you out here pegging niggas? I'm just curious. You see, where your statements come, you come with that aggression, like you would dominate.
No, I'm speaking on how I am. That's just how I am. That's just me. If I want you, I'm gonna get you. That's it.
You know, in my time, women ain't slick. Honestly, it's just we don't pay them attention.
But y'all telling yourself all the time.
Y'all do too. We just don't be paying attention because it's like we don't care. I mean, we care, but
yes,
you know what I'm saying? I just said that. I said we do, but not enough to go looking in your phone. Not enough to go following you around. Question. Yeah, that's the little soft douche. Cause one who's secure with himself, he ain't finna. Now that's the ones you can pass something over because we ain't paying attention to that. You can actually be. You could. I've actually dated a woman and she was dating somebody else, and he was in the room and in the same room with both of us, and I didn't even know because I didn't pay them no attention as far as when they talked.
I've been in some rooms like that.
And when I'm gonna guess how I found out.
I'm gonna tell you.
Guess how I found out though. His girlfriend inboxed me on Facebook.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I
Mike,
ain't gonna.
this is Tina. I wanted to talk to you about our man.
No, his girlfriend was like no, for real. His girlfriend came and jumped in my inbox and said, "Since your girl is with my man, how about me and you get together?"
Of course, you know why? Because she was jealous. She was like, so she gonna look to the next best thing to try to hurt him, which was you.
So she sent me, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to be involved in your problem until she started sending me all the screenshots out of his phone. And I said, well, hey,
let's
you
do
know, yeah, you kind of nice. I want to record this.
Exactly.
Like that.
Let's figure this out together.
I'm my phone right now.
Where your dude was fucking dude girl, and he brought her pregnant. The dude was cheating with his girl.
With Tubi.
What's it?
9 times out of 10.
If somebody fucking somebody else, is they really yours?
No.
That's yours out here.
That's why that I took your bitch was never true.
No, because she wasn't mine.
It's called thievery. You go to jail for taking people's shit.
We was walking together, we rode together, we did this and that together, but goddamn it, don't technically make her mine. At the end of the day, even though you married does not technically make yours. At the end of the day, they paid for the slaves to make them theirs and put that claim on them. Right now, because you technically paying when you putting a ring on somebody's finger to make them yours. But technically, really are yours. They take a ring off and goddamn time, and that's what most do.
Yeah.
That's why you get rid of that spiritual connection you have with a person when you be one with them. Before you even marry somebody, you got to get rid of all that.
Well,
because I'm not marrying nobody if I'm still trying to sleep with other people.
That'll be a waste of your time. I wouldn't either.
Dead up.
Hold on. We got the, we're going straight from us. Got to wrap it up. We enjoyed everything. We had some decent conversation, but now we're gonna put everything into Mr. Whipp.
Yeah, I seen the finger roll too. I'm looking at the time. I heard what he said. I was letting them finish getting their little points across because I mean this is intriguing. I mean it's very intriguing because the views went back up. Motherfucker, like, oh, them niggas stop talking about God by goddamn time. We don't want to hear that bullshit. They talking about pussy? Hold on. They talking about dick. Hold on. They talking about motherfuckers. Let me chime in real quick. Views then shot back up once motherfuckers start talking. Oh, you muted my
That's
mic?
what people always want to hear.
You say host muted my mic. Yeah, of course. Everybody want to hear. I mean, at the end of the day, this is straight from us podcast. Let's be 100. We didn't talk about every goddamn thing that you technically ain't supposed to have a conversation about. We didn't talk politics. We didn't talk God. We didn't talk sex. And no, hold up, money. No, you can talk money. What's the other one?
Education.
We talk education, but no. It's. I guess it means the three topics that you shouldn't talk without having a physical altercation or an debate or argument was politics, religion, and sex. Yeah. Sex is always going to be, to me, it's a fun ass topic. At the end of the day, because you're going to agree to disagree, because there's women that's going to agree with men, there's men that's going to agree with women, but it's going to be some that don't agree with each other at fucking all. I guess I'm just happy because I'm an open-minded motherfucker, and I believe everything is vice versa. Because not all women is bad women, not all men is bad men. You know what I'm saying? The fucked up part about it is the good men having a hard time get to the good women, the good women having a hard time get to the good men because of this small ass thing. Well, not small ass thing. This motherfucker huge because of the huge ass thing called temptation. It's some motherfucker out here. God damn it, since this internet, motherfuckers been cheating their ass. So motherfuckers, I'm gonna tell you, you know how we said them fours? Crash said them fours. Some of y'all niggas know y'all fours. Y'all probably like threes and getting a ton of pussy because of the internet. If it wasn't for the internet, you know for a fact you wouldn't be getting the pussy that you get. There's a lot of you females. Y'all threes. You wouldn't be getting the dick that you getting if it wasn't for the motherfucking internet. Let's just keep this shit a buck. You know what I'm saying? The internet and the enticement and the filters and everything that's out here nowadays, that's what motherfuckers chasing. But like I said at the beginning, you're rolling crap. Eddie Murphy said at the end of the day, you rolling crap every time you fuck anyways. God damn it. Hold up. This pussy might be good. Nah, that was some bad pussy. This bitch done gave me this. You know, you rolling on that every time. And then women's standards is higher than men. Women's standards are higher than men when it comes down to dick. Every nigga need to have at least motherfucker damn near 10 inches and shit. Or better yet, they tongue game better be strong as a motherfucker.
Or they gotta have money.
Huh?
Or they have to have money.
Or they have to have money. Or all the above. If they ain't got money, they tongue game better be strong as a motherfucker. And they better be packing more than a motherfucking cow or a horse. You know what I'm saying? But
that's what they say.
But my thing is
that's
this,
what they say. But then you meet their boyfriends, motherfuckers be broke.
Yeah, I ain't got shit. You know,
threes with no money.
But the other thing is this: when you hit these motherfuckers, have you ever thought about your body?
That's why I stopped hitting all them motherfuckers, because there's too much stuff going around in Milwaukee.
If you find this one motherfucker and he leave you the fuck alone, now everybody else that you fuck with, and you done opened up your body, and your body done opened up, now you can't never get pleasure a day again in your life. I be sitting here looking at motherfuckers sticking hands in their shit. Like, who the fuck finna follow that? We already got a mental. That baby just came out of there. How the fuck can I follow that? This 5 pound, 8 ounce baby then came out. Now, that's a small one. Then came out of here, and how am I supposed to follow that?
When Whipp said that, it reminded me of a comedian. He said, unless your dick the size of a meatloaf, all them sounds are for you.
Like, think about it. Who the fuck came up with the eggplant as the dick emoji? Ain't none of us walking around with eggplants. If you did, that means you ain't got no pussy in a long ass time, nigga. That's blue dick.
You gotta sneak that up.
Purple dick. You got blue dick. You got purple dick. That's how motherfucking hard up you is right now.
Hey, cuz we living in the only time.
They ain't finna stick that in their mouth because, like some more said, what you trying to have stretch marks around my lips and shit? And that'd be some funny ass shit to see that though. But you know. What the fuck? What the fuck is you really finna do with an eggplant? You know, I made that TikTok. I ain't gonna even lie. I made that goddamn TikTok. I know I ain't following no goddamn eggplant, but I know, I know I can please the right motherfucker. You know, shit, motherfucker that ain't been ran through by a freight train. Yeah, I got you. Motherfucker that ain't, you know, that ain't gotta have motherfucker ain't got ran through by a freight train. I got you. I'm not gonna follow a freight train. If you know you've been fucked by a freight train, I'm not. No, we're not. No. Okay, I got you. I'll suck your titty, but goddamn it, we ain't fucking.
All right, we're gonna have to put. Yeah, we gonna have to throw the towel in on this. I'm sorry.
Hey, let me say this. We living in the only time where a pickup line is a motherfucker go online and say, "Who up?"
What the fuck is who up?
Oh yeah, it'll be late night. Motherfucker be like, "Who up? Whoever up, getting it."
You know what? That ain't even a pickup line. I ain't never seen so many motherfuckers in my life say how much they eat pussy. Right.
Hey,
I'm gonna eat some ass. Who available?
No.
Did you just say you gonna eat random ass?
The best. You know what? The only pickup line anybody need is what's your cash app?
Damn.
Oh, good.
I got 40.
40.
20. Man, look. Hold up, man. This is Milwaukee. At the end of the day, everybody always fuck up the hustle. If you've been in the game back in the day, a dime bag used to be almost 25. It used to be 25. That's how big the dime was. Motherfuckers found out, hey, I can put it over here, and I can put less in. The game is just like motherfucking like Doritos and Little Debbie. Little Debbie cake for 10 cents. Now you gotta pay a quarter for that little motherfucker. The bag of Doritos used to be a quarter, but now you gotta pay $1 for that same little ass.
I'm gonna ask this question, and I'm gonna bag up out of the money throwing the top in. How much dick do she got to spend for $20 for a phone bill? Like that means
she's sucking it off. Like, gonna flash 2 nuts out there just
$20.
Hey, my phone bill $389, so
God,
Kids, man, nigga, go to Spectrum, goddamn it. Spectrum, y'all better pay me for this. That's the club. Better go to Spectrum. Put the motherfuckers on $14. Put them on the Wi-Fi, on the Wi-Fi. Put them on the Wi-Fi.
Hey, Brandon, you let me dick. You try to get that $40.
Shit.
Especially you trying to.
Man, look, Milwaukee gonna be looking so everybody gonna be out here on these corners, goddamn it, trying to slang something.
All right.
We gonna get. So at the end of the day, so right now that's whole rant right there. I went on that rant just to go back at it.
Pretty good.
At the end of the motherfucking day, oh yeah, you gotta have a good one every now and then. Like goddamn, I did like that one. Every now and then, motherfuckers gotta go at it with each other. But I'm Mr. Everything is vice versa. Because if you tell me something, I'm gonna look at you like, God damn, okay, that could be facts. But did you look at it from this way? So when it's all said and done, niggas is hoes, females is hoes, but technically y'all really ain't home because ain't none of y'all getting paid for it if you only getting $20 or a pack of 9-laters and a soda pop.
Please don't hold that low.
I'm just saying, Mambos, whatever the fuck you is, it is what it is. Because I always say at the end of the day, everybody paying for it in one way, fashion, or form. It don't matter. If you on a motherfucking date and you took me the fuck out and we fuck after that, you didn't pay for it. I don't give a fuck what we went.
For that room, that blunt.
You didn't gave me Applebee's for this dick. Hey, if we went half on some shit, you didn't gave me Applebee's for the dick, and I got pussy for a room. Okay, so there it is.
Time is money.
Just keep this shit 1,000, and that's what I was just finna go to. Everybody talk about pussy, dick, everything else, money. The one thing that you don't hold near and dear to your motherfucking heart, that's the most precious thing ever that you would never get back. Period.
It's your body.
Time.
That's right.
Never get your fucking time back. Ever. So the most time you waste on chasing pussy, the most time you waste on chasing dick, the most time you put out here trying to think that you this, that, and the other, and you're really not. You don't get none of that back.
Whatever your hourly pay rate is, that's how much money you wasted fucking around with that motherfucker.
Fuck the money that you wasted your time. Your time is more valuable, more expensive than anything else. The one thing I gotta give a salute to, and I'm gonna salute my brother Brandon on here, because he spent a lot of time, effort into what he was doing and what he believed in, and that was running for a difference, not running for a position. To me, because my cousin Jay, my brother Jay, that's my cousin, but my big brother Token, told me, he was like, nigga, you always saying you ain't political, you ain't political, but you've been being political. Okay.
Sure have been political.
So I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Anyways, he was running for it. And motherfuckers missed the whole goddamn purpose. As much as we talk about sex, as much as we talk about clothes, as much as we talk about each other, we don't talk about the important shit, period, about us to help us develop. This man was running for office to make a change and difference in our environment. We don't put enough into our environment. Everybody's gonna run out and go vote for president, but that motherfucker ain't gonna make a change in Milwaukee. You gotta start first. Start with the aldermen on up. You gotta start there. So we gotta go vote and get out here and get the right people in position. At the end of the day, no matter what you in, any organization, I don't give a fuck if it's gang, I don't give a sorority, I don't give a fraternity, I don't give a fuck if it's bike club. You put the right person in the power position to make shit better and to make a difference. That's what we need to start doing as black folks. Stop holding each other back. Stop acting like you bigger, better, and badder than the next motherfucker because you got this, and this. But what are you really doing with this? Are you putting yourself in a better position to make us as a people better? I don't think so. A lot of us don't. And that's what we talked about earlier when we said that some of us is going to give the game, some of us are going to hog all the game, and the others is going to follow. But the question is, who are you following? Are you following the teacher that's trying to give you the game to make you a teacher, to make you a better person? Are you following the motherfucker that's holding all the game to themselves but giving you tidbits just so you keep following them? That's what we fucking up as a whole, as a people. We need to. Hopefully, I don't get killed for this shit. They gonna harvest my organs. Goddamn. But as a people, we gotta back each other, and it starts with us. And it starts with us teaching our kids, because right now our kids is out of pocket. Let's keep this shit 100. We talked about schools all damn day today. Kids is out of fucking pocket, and I say they are a product of their environment. And when I mean by their environment, I don't talk about the hood, the community. I'm talking about at home. It started with you motherfuckers at home. And I salute to all the fathers, because there's been a lot of great fathers on this here podcast tonight. Starting with my brother Oz, starting with my brother Jay, starting with Brandon, starting with Crash, who just got off of here. Squeak, you somewhat up in there, nigga. But
I got you niggas.
Squeak,
Y'all, my little niggas.
Tootsie roll.
Man.
You know, parenting ain't throwing. You got to have your people in the community that you trying to instill some shit in, because you and Oz done came a long way.
Yeah. Me and Oz ain't supposed to be living right now. Bullshit ain't no.
Most definitely. Y'all some great parents. I told you that.
But we didn't came a long way, and we teaching our kids not to be thugs. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I could have taught my son, hey man, go beat that nigga ass at school. He slams your brother, go to school, whoop his motherfucking ass.
Yeah, like
but as a black parent, I don't want to see that happen.
Like with Nico, I still tell him to this day, yes, you learning the box is for protection, not bullying. Like you don't start it, but you damn sure finish it. But that's back to let you finish your rant.
But that right there is the truth. We need to teach our kids the right shit. At the end of the day, when you sitting there teaching your kid, oh, fuck that nigga, pull this trigger, do this, like, come on, man. Now, when your kid dying, you crying on the news, then what? How do you feel as a parent? How do you feel like you really justified your son? You having this big fancy ass motherfucking funeral, twerking at the funeral, throwing monies on strippers at the funeral and shit and everything else, like ain't shit cute about that. But that's why we laughed at as a people. That's why we laughed at. We the most mimic people on this planet. Everybody wants to be like the black person next to them.
You say everybody want to be a nigga, but don't want to be a nigga.
Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't want to be a nigga. And niggas don't want to be niggas. But with that being said, food for thought. Think about the shit that you do. Think about the energy that you putting back out here in this planet. And when I say that, I'm talking about your kids. Teach your kids well. At the end of the day, my kids ain't hood kids. I was a hood kid, but my mama did her best to raise me the right fucking way that she could. But due to the fact that she was at work doing everything that she could, I was in the hood. It wasn't because of my mother. It wasn't because of my father. But I was in the hood, and I still turned out all right. And I learned lessons to turn my kids into a different direction than what the fuck I went. So with that being said, Brandon is asleep on the podcast. That shit was funny as a mother. I should took a picture.
But I wasn't asleep. I was listening.
I'm gonna say,
he that's what that is. Hey,
you like
nigga,
the
put a hole in the wall. John D's hole in the wall where you rest your eyes, but you've been at the bar drinking all goddamn day.
If you like the content, remember to like and subscribe on whatever you watching
Share.
this on, and
Share, like, subscribe.
All I gotta say is, make your money work for you. Make your tax dollars make for you. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Make your tax dollars work for you. We gotta start investing in us, but we also got to start protecting our investment and also regulating our investments. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Most definitely, we're gonna have to get Ms. Rothia back on here, because she always giving that good game on how to invest back into yourself and things to do on that nature. Man, I'm getting messages. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say we always get the RIP shout outs and stuff like that. The mother that got killed, unfortunately, is sad, because I'm from the biker community, and This was a biker situation of a young lady that got killed. Um, and her kids are still here, and it was a baby father that killed her, which he's from the bike scene too. And but it is this pull for kids. So women, at the end of the day, stop using your fucking kids. And I'm not talking about that situation. I'm not going to talk about that situation because I don't know all the details of that situation. I just know both of the people in that particular situation. It just came to me really today that I know both. I know the lady that's passed. I know the fella that shot. That's it. That's all on that. But let's stop using our kids as a ploy to get men to do what the fuck you want them to do. That's not what the kids is for. At the end of the day, if that father is trying to be a father, this is part of the fucking problem. Let that father be a father. There's not enough fathers out here in this world to get these kids to stop doing the stupid ass shit that they're doing. That's why we got kid boys out here. That's why we got a lot of the different motherfuckers that we got out here. That's why we got them out here right now. Because you motherfuckers as fathers are not in their life. Or you trying to teach them to be a thug and try to teach them to be a gang member, try to teach them to be all the wrong shit that you don't want them to be. Because when your kid died before you, and you got to come out your pocket, and yeah, I'm saying this, you got to come out your pocket and bury your kid, you upset. One, because now your pocket is empty. Two, and one, like I said, because your pocket's empty, because now you had to come out your pocket and bury your seed that was supposed to bury you. You, all that shit you taught him, you thought that shit was cute. All that shit you taught her, you thought that shit was cute. Stop that shit. This shit ain't cute. Let's teach our kids better, man.
Right.
With that being said, I'm Mr. Kool Whipp.
And I'm OZ.
J Money behind the scene on the podcast. Brother Crash, I see you back. I quoted you a lot on here.
Thank y'all for coming out.
And thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Squeak, and thank you, Banana.
Yeah.
For and Crash for all participating in this podcast.
And remember, we going on a year on the 14th.
Hey, you know what? We're gonna try to get everybody on because we're gonna cause some controversy. You know what? That's what we're gonna do for you. We're gonna try. We've been trying to get a whole panel up here. I can't remember how many can we get, Jay?
10.
It's supposed to be 10, but unfortunately, with y'all 2, there's only 8.
Okay, so we need 8 people.
4 dudes, 4 females.
4 dudes, 4 females. Hold up, no, because we 2.
Oh damn! So two more dudes.
I'm in.
2 more dudes. That's gonna be. Damn.
Sharita, you one of the females?
No, she off. I don't even see her no more. She off. I was gonna say I want her to be one of the females. Crash, you need to come back too, little bro. I mean, it's a couple of motherfuckers that we need to bring back, like Crash, like Loco. Shit. Some of y'all might have to just come to the hole in the wall. Fuck it. And we're gonna make them happy down here. And we're gonna pour up drinks and everything else. And we're gonna make it crack. But we're gonna talk shit. We're gonna have a whole podcast of us just having a great debate and talk shit and laughter and fun.
We'll script that.
We'll script.
Scripted, unscripted.
Well, no, we gotta.
You can't script that.
Can't just let it just go.
It's a year. It's a celebration.
All right.
It's a celebration.
Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a celebration.
Thank you. We're gonna wrap it up, B. God bless y'all. Good night and stay black.
I told y'all them 2 motherfuckers always against me. Hey, it's not a democracy over here, goddamn.
All right, y'all. Good night.